Thank you for joining us this evening. Enable that. And again, thank you for joining us this evening, or joining me this evening as the Digital Bullpen episode 32 comes into play. Let me go to YouTube and make sure that everything is running. Last time we had some issues and it was running choppy. If that's the case, we'll cut stream and we'll use StreamYards and see what happens. So let me go ahead and verify that everything is on the up and up, my channel. And then we'll go, we'll keep moving. We'll see what happens. Let me see. Everything looks good. I don't seem to see any delays, any buffering. So we're gonna go on. Twitch says I'm good on Twitch as well. All right, cool. So everything seems to be on the up and up. Let's make sure that that's the case. Let me see if let me put some lines down here and see how long it takes to make sure everything is good. And yep. All right, so there's a little bit of delay, but no buffering. Everything's good. Everything's better than it was before. So let me go on DLive and make sure that nobody is chatting with me over there. Make sure everything is good to go on DLive. Yeah, it's a lot. I might just go back to just streaming to YouTube alone, or I might just go to streaming at DLive only. It seems to be the better deal, especially if you can have music. Since when you're running solo like I am right now, a little bit of music would be cool to have for everybody. Well, anyway, I'm back to inking this Master Chief that I looked at the other day. Invitations have been sent out to everybody in the Digital Bullpen. And we'll see who comes on, and we'll see who doesn't. I know that some people are working, and well, that's the way it is sometimes. And yeah. All right. Well, let's get crack-a-lacking then. Let me look over at the chat, make sure nothing's happening over there. All right then. Moving right along. Sometimes working solo, it's just the way it is. All right, we have one person watching. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, let's see if this works. Hey, Lady Celtic Moon, how you doing today? Thank you for joining. I guess I better share it on the Twitterverse, right? Make sure everybody knows that I'm up. That would be helpful. That would be helpful. That would be helpful. Let's see if we can get the share button. Share it out. Where is my expand and Dovify share? There we go. Share it to Twitter and tweet it out. There you go. And close that. Bring that back up. And bring Restream.io. And there we have it. All right, cool. So hopefully there's no buffering tonight. I changed some of the settings. Apparently with the servers over the weekend when we did the other stream, the servers were pointing to a server that was not a functional server. So I changed it over to a East Coast server. Excuse me, a West Coast server, and which is actually not too far from here. So we'll hopefully we'll get better. We won't have that buffering issue, and everything should be good to go. So if it starts buffering, let me know. I'll cut and we'll move over to StreamYards. But I think everything is doing good so far. So we're just gonna keep going. I guess it helps if I start actually inking something. I got my third monitor kind of far away, so I have to look over. I have to reach over and look at the monitor across the way, which is kind of inconvenient. We'll see who shows up. It's apparently nah, I'm pretty okay. I'm just talking a little low. I hope I'm not out of breath. I'm just talking low. And I get hyped when people show up, but there's nobody showing up. So then, I just kind of talk like a mellow talk. I try to do my Bob Ross talk, but everything's good. Everything is fine, as far as I can tell. Everything is good. I just tweeted out that we're live, so hopefully we'll get a little bit of love from some other people, and maybe we'll get someone to join. You never know what's gonna happen. All right, Trusty, that's cool. Don't worry about it, Trusty. Do what you do. Take care of business. You know me. I'm gonna run from now till about 12 your time, and I'm just gonna be working on this Master Chief. At least trying to finish it. This is a big piece. It was kind of an ambitious piece. I should have left it alone. I know. Yeah, Trusty Psychic is here. He's watching. He's supporting. He'll be here if he can. He's helping his mom with some printer issues. So, it's all good. Got to take care of the family. Definitely. You know how that goes. All right. Well, let's get crack-a-lacking here. And forgive me, like I said, I have to look back and forth between the two monitors, and the other one is like really far away. As a matter of fact, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, if I move some things around. I can bring it a little bit closer. Trusty said phone's about to die. Later. Yeah, it's all good, Trusty. It's all good in the hood. No worries, brother. No worries. That's the thing with phones, right? Batteries that don't last. Yeah. Tell him, Celtic. Bye, Trusty. Adios, Trusty. And I will be here, I'm gonna have to learn how to be more talkative when I'm running solo. I think I'm just gonna, on days like this, I think I'm just gonna do DLive on its own, where I could play music and just have music going. And I guess y'all just gonna have to catch me on DLive. when there's not enough, when there's no people coming in. Oh, we can have some music on the background. And I mean, y'all gonna have to listen to gospel music, but yeah, it's gonna be music in the background. And if we're already back, all right. So yeah, so it looks like it's on cycle with the. If you haven't back Skunk Girl, that's cool. And let's see. Let me see if I can do. Let me move this around. And hey, Maranya, how you doing? Hey, Era, how you doing? Hey, Pablo, how you doing? Let me see if I can get this going. See, that'll work. That's not working. Let me see. All right. All right. Cool. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. The digital bullpen is looking thin today. Well, you know, sort of thinnish. It's looking thinnish, you know, but not bad. Not bad. We always drive on. We always continue on, and we always do what we can. You know, we always do what we can. And excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, I get the low voice when no one's around. I don't get super hype, but I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, I'm working on this Master Chief. I picked up out of Deviant Art, you know, just for the heck of it. I thought it would be a cool piece. He got a lot of details, a lot of intricacies in here, so this is gonna be like a woof. It's gonna be a forever piece. I might be doing this one for a while. And the thing is, I'm doing it on the iPad as well, so I can get a time-lapse video out of it. So I'm inking it twice. Practice. Practice makes better. Practice makes better. What's up, Air? Hey, so, whoa. Somebody just jumped in. Is that Shinobi Raccoon?
Yes, it is.
There you go. We got Shinobi Raccoon in the house. What you doing? You working?
I got off early.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, cool. So it's just me and you, or I'm just sitting here, like I said, working on this piece again.
Oh.
Yeah, just trying to finish it out. Well, I'm not gonna finish it out tonight, obviously, but it's a big piece. You
Yeah.
know. And then just checking out.
You're off to a good start.
Yeah, I was working on a little bit on Saturday morning.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was waiting on that Saturday morning. I was waiting on the wife, and so I just figured why not practice inking, and then I figured why not stream it. So hopefully we're not buffering this time like I was on Saturday morning. That would be pretty bad.
That would suck.
Yeah, no, it was terrible on Saturday. People saying it was buffering on the other side on YouTube. So then I went back to StreamYards and ran that for a minute. You know,
Right.
and that seemed to work. But then I was like, well, you know, let me try. Oh, but then I found out that I was apparently the ingestion server for Restream that I was using was not optimal for my region. So I had to change the settings
Right.
and choose the server manually. So I'm hoping, you know, that fixes that whole buffering issue. You know,
Right.
so every day you learn something.
Yep.
Every day you learn something. So how was your Monday?
Good, good.
That's good, man. That's good. Uh, There we go. So the thing is finally throwing up like all the little things. So I finally added the text. Now it says if you haven't already backed the Unbreathable Skunk Girl on demand and Indiegogo, blah blah blah. So now it's doing what I wanted it to do. That's awesome. Because that one day it was just putting
Right.
out links without no description. I was like, no, that's not what I wanted it to do. Why are you doing this, chatbot person thingy? So I was like, oh. So now it's doing it. So now that's awesome. So then I'll start making more commands. So it'll start putting like your YouTube and stuff like that. I'm going to keep adding and implementing
Right.
every week some more commands. So hopefully it'll help, for the people that are watching, just in case, like, a little reminder like, hey, don't forget, Shinobi has a YouTube channel and Trusty has a Twitter and
Yeah.
a Instagram and if you want to commission Trusty, this is where you can find them. If you want to talk to Shinobi, this is where you can find them. Stuff like that, man.
Yep.
Trying to be
Yeah.
helpful towards the cause for everybody.
Yeah. I actually got over to the 600 mark on Twitter this
Nice,
week.
very good, very good. Yeah, I'm still on the struggle is real with YouTube. The struggle is real on
Yes, it
YouTube.
is.
It is real. But it is what it is. Patience, grind, keep going. You know what they say. Keep going, keep going. All right,
Yes.
you have an awesome talent in here. Thanks, buddy, man. I appreciate that. Shinobi's it is awesome guy. Now we have some good people when they everybody in the digital bullpen is talented in their own right,
Yes.
and I love them all. I'm just a humble inker trying to learn my
I read
craft.
that.
What's up?
I read. Oh, I read that column 1 is going to be on Amazon soon.
Who?
Oh, it's that. It's that comic. It's that Indiegogo comic with the tank and the super deformed girls.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, that's going to be on. Yeah, that's going to be on Amazon. So if you didn't get a chance to back that on Indiegogo, go to Amazon and pick that up. Column Volume 1.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. That people need to do that. Now, once they do their campaign or whatever, they need to figure out a way to put it somewhere else where people can can go get it if they need to. Because if they don't,
I yeah.
you
I
know,
asked Mike Miller about that if he was going to do that with Lone Star, but he probably didn't see my question.
yeah, he probably won't. And what are you talking about for number 1 or number 2? You talking about for Lone Star number 1?
Yeah,
Shoot.
I th- I think he if he hasn't lost it all if he hasn't lost it already, I think he's working on launching Lone Star number 2. So.
Yep. That and a couple of other things. Maranya says, "Hey, now inkers are important. I'm still learning the craft. People like the Skunk Girl versus Busty Sidekick and Drawn. I think Manny is going to make that happen someday. People like, oh, okay. You never know. Pablo,
Yeah.
instead of him making, Slick Jimmy's in the house. I didn't even see him pop in, man. What's going on, Slick Jimmy?
Oh,
Oh, I
hey,
just
Jimmy.
got
What's
off
up?
of Chester's stream.
Oh, nice.
And,
Oh,
Slick Jimmy doing the rounds.
I guess, you guys aren't live, are you?
Yeah, we're actually live.
You're live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
we're live.
I'll watch my P's and Q's and not say the F word
Yeah.
too often.
Artist Girl is in the house.
Yes.
It's been a while since she's been on the stream. That is true.
Yes.
Artist Girl, it's been a while since you've been here, but thank you for dropping by. And Maranya says, I spy a Slick Jimmy. That's why they call him Slick Jimmy. He just, you know,
Slide right in, babe.
you
That's how it
know,
is.
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Double entendre, fully in effect.
Yeah, I'm not touching it. I'm leaving it alone. Everybody's saying Slick Jimmy, Slick Jimmy, Slick Jimmy. Man, Slick Jimmy's more loved on my stream than I am. I'm feeling some kind of way,
Oh,
man.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I was gonna say, Pablo, you know that Manny would probably let you do the Skunk Girl versus Busty Sidekick if he drew it like a 5-page short. He'll put it in Skunk Girl #2. You should ask him about that.
Busty Sidekick should have her own comic. I believe.
Well, you
This
know,
came out of
Yeah.
I'm not saying it shouldn't be a crossover or anything, but it just kind of fomented naturally, and now we got Busty Sidekick. And
you know, I mean, I ain't mad at it, to be honest with you. But if they're trying to have a Busty Psychic versus Skunk Girl on like a 5-story arc, like a little ash can, you know, I don't think Manny has a problem with it if like Pablo draws it, you know.
and I think Busty Sidekick's nemesis should be Lusty Head Kick. That's just me.
Now that would be interesting. Josh says everything looks good on Twitch. All right, good. I had to change some settings on the servers and whatnot. Apparently, I made a mistake and didn't realize that I was streaming to a server that was way too far and was causing a lot of lag issues on the stream, on some of the streams I was doing. So then I chose a server that's actually literally like 50 miles down the street from me. So if that one,
no Madagascar and servers, man. Come on.
yeah, that was crazy. I wasn't paying attention. Just trying to learn this whole how to do multiple multicasting with OBS and Restream and all that stuff, and I wasn't paying attention to some of the basic stuff. Like I had it to auto detect, and apparently auto detect is not the best setting. Like, don't tell it to find a server for you. Apparently that's not good. Apparently whoever wrote the algorithm just said, hey, we're going to put you to the furthest server we can find and just completely mess up your whole streaming experience.
Right.
Cross Comics is in the house, and the Wolfman 99 is on Mixer saying Mixer love. All right, so everything seems to be working good. All right, awesome. Just followed you on Instagram. Oh, thanks, man, Era. That's awesome. So I guess that little thing is working.
Yay.
Cross Comics is in the house. What's up, Cross? How you doing, buddy? And yeah, man. So yeah, man. So apparently I'm learning, and I'm learning as I go along. So take notes. Hey, Manny Correa is in the house. Manuel, aka Manny the Belt.
Manolito is here.
Manolito. Órale, vato.
Emmanuel.
Hola.
What's up, Manny? How you doing,
So
bro?
who was it?
Manzana.
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Good, man. I wasn't expecting you. I thought you
Great.
would be doing audits or something.
Well, that was last week.
That was last week.
That was last week. So I came back today. Give a shout out to our boy Chester. Kind of said some nice words about me and what I do in my program. So very kind, very kind.
It's because you're such a sweetheart. That's why.
Yeah.
Dude, he had a drama stream on Saturday.
Who that?
Oh boy.
Chester.
You know what is bound
That's
to
how you
happen.
get views, don't you know that?
That's bound to happen to everybody at the people at one time or another.
Chester threw the hammer down. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and the funny part is even Booster was saying, look at how many damn people are watching us today because we're talking about drama.
Yeah, that's how it works. People love the drama,
Drama
man.
brings in the views.
I know,
Yeah.
it's kind of sad that we're over here, we're just doing our thing. We could get so much more people. We're gonna have to start some stuff up, man.
Well, you know that's why they do it. That's why they do it. They
I
stir it
know.
up. They muck up the bottom of the beautiful clear pool until it's just soupy mud. Muckraking bastards. That's what they do.
Grifters.
Yeah.
Grifters.
So Manny, so everybody's talking about a Skunk Girl versus Busty Sidekick.
Yeah.
Who came up with the original concept for Busty Sidekick? Was that Pope?
I think it was Profile with Slick Jimmy and Paulo Romero.
Yeah, we were talking shit, and then just kind of came about. And yeah, you just do trusty sidekick and make her female, do a gender swap, and add some big old titties.
Yeah.
Hey,
Josh says no.
Some
no
tig
time
old
for
bitties.
that. Well, I'm glad.
That's how you do it.
I'm glad y'all joined us, because I was like, I started out by myself. I was like, this is gonna be a boring stream. I was like, this is gonna be a boring stream. I was about to shut it down and go over to DLive because you can play music on your streams on DLive, and I was about to shut it down, go DLive,
and then,
but then everybody started showing up, so I was like, okay.
So what does the E stand for in E Ortiz? Because I know some people call you Jimmy, which really confuses me sometimes when they're addressing you as such.
So Jimmy is my is the name that I go by, but E is the initially my first name.
Don't dox yourself.
So that's my legit legal.
I'd just go with Evil Ortiz. It sounds really good off the tongue.
But you know what I mean, because I know you don't you get confused when they're both calling me Jimmy and you Jimmy, but it's all good. That's why everybody
call me Slick and call you Jimmy. Then we can be good. But then people call me Jimmy on the same stream with you, and it's like Jimmy. I'm just confused.
Yeah, well, most people either call me Jimmy or call me E. And then I just call you Slick Jimmy, so there's no confusionism. Paulo says, I think those are the bigger bobs I've ever drawn. And Hardest Girl says, streaming isn't fun unless you've got an audience. Yeah, I mean, it's good to have an audience. Audience is amazing. And we got 11 people watching. Wow, man, that's a big number for me. Usually,
well, I hope those 11 people out there are sharing this out on their Twitter. And
I shared it out on Twitter. And I shared it out.
I know you did, but hopefully the chat will help us out too.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that Busty Sidekick is the mistress of the deadly art of boob foo. Everybody knows this.
Boob foo. Speaking of which, man, have you ever seen the videos with the women that crush cans with
with their big silicone titties? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, for real?
Watch out.
Yeah.
What time is it already, man? Is it that hour already?
No, not yet. It's only 7:28. 10:28. 10:28.
It's pretty interesting stuff right now.
Oh, look at this! This poster of the Unbreathable Skunky. Let me share that with the people.
The sad part is, I don't even think I can put this in the book.
It's like a skunk girl collage.
Yes, sir. That's what it is. You want to put that one too.
Yeah. So, wow. Yeah. Yeah. So you was given a little bit of love by the people over at Chester.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, they were talking about how people are getting their books out. Certain people are not getting their books out. And
Hey,
we're not talking about you.
No, I think the biggest culprit is the biggest person. That there's a coquille that hasn't been delivered yet. I'm just gonna leave it at coquille, and then y'all figure out what that is, and then y'all know who I'm talking about. That's your homework assignment. I'm gonna say coquille. People that live in the tropics know, but everybody else may not know.
He's a frog.
Yeah. Last I checked, you don't have multiple. Last I checked, you haven't lost multiple campaigns, and you haven't delivered on the first one.
No, I wouldn't do such a thing.
Meanwhile,
I'm not even going to launch a Kickstarter campaign until I'm done with this. There is a very good possibility that I will do a Kickstarter campaign. Once this one is fulfilled, I'll do another cover for this version, and then I will be doing another. I will be planning, obviously, the second episode on Indiegogo. Because that's where I started my business. But I do think that there's another market on Kickstarter that could be tapped.
Yeah, this actually, now that you mentioned it, so let's talk about that a little bit. So we had, y'all know, Cesar Feliciano. What does he go? I forgot what he goes by on YouTube. But anyway, El Guapo Comics.
Guapo.
Yeah, he launched he launched on Indiegogo, right, and got like zero traction, right. About a few days later, he decided, you know what, I'm gonna launch on Kickstarter because I told him, why don't you launch it on both sites? What's the worst that could happen, you know?
Yeah,
So he
I
launched
think
it on.
more people are trust.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think
Go on.
more people are trust. I think more people are trusting with Kickstarter than they are with Indiegogo.
No, I think Kickstarter's been doing it a little bit longer than Indiegogo on the comic book, so people are actually looking for books in Kickstarter. I think that's what the real
Right.
thing is, and that's what I'm going with. So he puts it on Kickstarter. It went down to the wire. It went down to the wire, but he fulfilled. But you know, he didn't fulfill. His Indiegogo campaign met his fund, got funded, right? And it wasn't like an exorbitant amount of money. I think he asked for what, like 4,000, and so he got funded, but he didn't. But in
I remember it
Indiegogo,
was-
he didn't get. I think he got like $300 in Indiegogo, or maybe.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's just different. I have to admit that I hit it at the right time. Of course, I'm gonna be honest. I have an amazing artist that catches people's eye, and I did a lot of good business, but I did a lot of groundwork beforehand, a lot of legwork,
Yeah, no,
and that
I
takes
remember.
time. And it's
right.
so. I mean, I kept putting it out and putting it out, putting it out. It's coming, it's coming. And then when I hit, you know, I was late in the season, and some people think that that's the wrong time in the middle of the fall, and because you know you're going into like Christmas where people aren't really spending money
Right.
on that sort of thing.
But I also
But
remember.
I did all right.
No, but I also remember, and I'm not saying that this is the magic touch, but I also remember when EVS first started out, he mentioned you a couple of times on
Yeah, he
his,
did.
on his show, and
He
that's
had me on once and then mentioned me a couple of times
Yeah.
with a little bit of prodding, you know. So
yeah. But the thing is, you know, and that's how I found out about you. To be honest, you know, I didn't know who you were from Adam until that stream, and I probably would have never known
Right.
who you were if it wasn't for that. And it's not a bad thing. It's not, you know, it's just the way it runs, you know. Sometimes you get lucky and you just happen to be on someone's stream that someone is watching. Like, hey, I've never heard of this guy.
no,
you
I
know?
mean, and I will definitely give Ethan props for having me on. It was not a great night to have me on with the whole Nurkish meltdown that happened, but and then he did mention me, and he's always been cordial to me, and I appreciate that. So
Yeah, no, that was good, you know, because like I said, I would have known you from Adam if
That's
it wasn't
fine.
for that stream, you know. Now since then, you know, of
Right.
course, you know, things have changed, and I have really stopped watching a lot of the big streams because of just like we were talking earlier. It's just way too much nonsense and not enough work.
Yeah.
They're spending too much time
Yep.
doing nonsense and not working, and that's great. You know, if they want to be just YouTubers and want to make the profit off of YouTube, then that's awesome, amazing. You got the great game plan, and you're doing awesome, and it's obvious by your followers and your
Yeah.
subscribers that you're doing amazing. But
well, yeah.
if you're gonna be if you're
I don't
gonna be
have
doing
a huge amount of subscribers on YouTube, but I haven't been hitting that like I should. Like for anybody out there, that's a daily thing that you need to keep doing and keep doing. I just haven't been diligent upon it. There are other I get pulled in different directions though with things in my life. However, you know, I've been trying to keep on Twitter and to be as professional and again cordial and
Yeah.
that's what I, as a creator, that's my job, not
right.
to be a dick. So I tried my best.
No,
Right.
no. And you see, you know, I didn't, like I said, the only thing I ever heard about you other than that was that one time that you had Dillard on your stream. and,
Uh,
and that was
I-
and that was the second time I heard about you.
well, and when he was on my stream, he was okay. I mean, I have nothing to say that he did anything on my stream that was terrible. So,
No. It was just funny.
My streams when I had them going, I'm trying to figure out how to get that going properly again, but that was a kind of a neutral zone. I want to be Switzerland. I don't want people fighting. I just want to have people come on
Right.
and do good art and have fun and talk about shit, you know.
Yeah, no, that's what that's what we like over here. That's what Manny and I have been trying to do since the very beginning. Drama-free streams is all about the art, because at the end of the day, we just want to give people a chill hour, where they can relax, watch some good art if possible, and have a good time, kick off the shoes and relax. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's on the chat. Yes. They're talking. Chat looks like Tank is still moving. Let me see. Let me catch up on chat.
Yeah.
And, there is the truth that a lot of people do like the drama. So drama streams do get people to watch. Yeah. But there's a downside to that, and I would prefer to avoid that.
Me too.
People have made. My cat's attacking me right now.
Yeah, no. I get it. The drama sells, definitely. I don't deny it, and I just, it's what you want to do with it, right? Drama brings drama, and it also brings a lot of trolls, and you have to be thick-skinned if you want to do drama shows, because people are going to be trolling in your chats and in your comments and whatnot,
Yeah.
And then there's like, if you just want to chill, and you're like, okay, I just want to chill, and we want to have a chill stream, then you less trolls, but you're not gonna get rid of all the trolls. Less trolls, but more more people that just want to talk and chill. Lady Celtic Moon, Comic Book Bob talking about how Kickstarter is better known. Everybody's saying hi to Tank Ferret. He said Comic Book just saw Bart Shears how to draw book, can't wait. So yeah, and you got people coming and chilling, and everybody's chilling. I'm making sure that Tech Ferris says Manny, and then my bot says no caps. And Lady Celtic moves on Twitch. She says testing, so it seems like a good test.
Right.
So like I said, we're multicasting. We're trying to hit So we're multicasting right now to Twitch, Mixer, DLive, YouTube, and Twitch, Mixer, DLive, and YouTube. 4. Yeah, that's it. Oh, those are the 4.
You guys hear the background from me?
Say again?
I hear a buzz.
Yeah, that's a
wow. Are you playing a didgeridoo? What's going on?
Dude, it's a freaking neighbor using a damn blower.
That's what Josh Spencer always says, like about when we have him on streams.
Real, I can actually hear it. I can show it. It's hilarious. It's
like, because I just turned my mic off and it was still going.
Lady Celtic said it's buffering on hers. Okay. Whoa! And that sounds like a buzz, like a foghorn.
You guys are here.
Come on, for real?
Seriously?
Makes perfect sense.
Damn it!
I didn't realize you had Mexicans in Hawaii.
Yeah. For a second, I thought maybe I moved to the Outback.
Oh my lord!
Paulo Romero says, the risk of drama you create, there'll be one bring. Yeah, and then Artist Girl says, all those places. That's amazing. Can't even stream well on YouTube with my crummy Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, I actually had to run Cat5 cable through the room.
You can play music on DLive?
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that you can play music on DLive. I'm waiting for Evan Von Scriber to show up.
That'd be interesting.
To verify, because if that's the case, man, because when I'm a solo, like it's boring, because then I get the Bob Ross voice. I just start talking really low because I'm focused on what I'm doing. But when people come on, then when people like you and Manny and Shinobi show up, then my voice picks up. I start talking. We get animated.
Oh, we lighten up your day.
Yeah, man. This is why I do it. I don't come to stream so I could just be sitting here by myself trying to do the Bob Ross on the inking of the Bob Ross of inkers. Like, well, we're gonna have a happy little accident here, and we're just gonna make it into a dark big spot, and we're just gonna call it a shadow.
I want to know if I swore, because Tank said I have a potty mouth. What the hell did I say?
I don't know. I don't think you did.
Maybe I said
I didn't hear it.
A lesser F word. the freak word.
The freak word, yeah, that happens. Shame
Yes,
on you,
it's bad.
Tank. You're such a bad influence.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I like to point out what's on my screen, people. If you haven't figured it out, that is Skunk Girl #1. Everything.
Let me highlight you so you can.
Yeah, I made sure that it's very small so you can't really tell what the hell is going on the pages.
Yeah.
Right.
But as you guys can see, we did finish the campaign on August 30th, and lo and behold, 80 pages. Just got to format it, ready to go to the printers. I'm not BSing anyone. This is how you do it, people. This is how you do it. Especially for an unknown guy like me. So I want to make sure.
This is how we do it.
Yep. So you guys notice we got the Shinobi. Shinobi is from 75 to 80. That's the Shinobi block. We got the regular story from page 1 to 62, and then we got some behind the scenes from 64 to 74. Cool stuff. I mean, what you see on the page, that's the inside cover. So fun stuff.
And you get the leaf blower sound for free.
Yeah, we got the leaf blower.
Lady Celtic Moon is on DLive saying testing, so we got a good test from DLive as well. Lady Celtic Moon, thank you.
So you guys don't have to be worrying about waiting a year to get the book. You guys are going to get the book next month. Okay?
I won't believe it until it's in my hands.
Right.
Yeah.
I can give this PDF to you. So you can know it's for real. It's for real, people. It's for
hard
real.
copy or it ain't real.
Okay. You will get your hard copy. You know, and the printer that I'm going to go with, it's a 1-week turnaround.
Wow.
That's sexy.
That is
good. Nice.
How much is that going to cost you?
It costs us more, but you know what? I want to get the book to the people. This is not no send it to a foreign country and it takes forever. 1-week turnaround. Dude, it's crazy.
Is that local? Is that in Hawaii?
No. You remember the one that we're looking at, the one in California?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
It's still going to be a bitch of a shipping, but I mean.
Well, I factored all that cost in, so it doesn't matter. This is just getting Skunker out to everybody. It's a building process. It's building a brand. You got
just to let everybody know out there who's trying to do a comic book. If you live in Hawaii, you're going to have to deal with shipping. Boy.
And the bad part is this book is heavy. So the shipping, I'm not joking, the shipping per book is almost $2 each. It's
Jeez.
that crazy. Yeah. I'm getting hit on that. And I got to eat it, but that's fine. That is fine. That's the cost of building a brand. You know, the next Skunk Girl, I still would like to make an 80-pager, but the story is still only going to be 60 pages. So I don't know what kind of fluff I can put in there for 20 more pages.
No, readable Skunk Girl and Busty Sidekick.
Well,
That's right. Little short. Busty sidekick.
Pablo Romero's going to draw it.
Girl.
Since he keeps asking about it, Pablo Romero's the one that's going to draw it. Boom.
Well,
done.
For sure. Hopefully we have another Shinobi Raccoon backup story. That'll be amazing. And so
it's in the planning stages.
Awesome. I mean, I've seen some other pages that Shinobi Raccoon did, and I praise those pages. I hope he carries on with that story. It's unbelievable. I love those pages, Shinobi. Don't let those pages go to waste. They're awesome.
Right.
And then I was talking with KG the other day, trying to figure out what are my plans for Skunker. My plans is to have 4 60-pagers. That comes out to 240 pages. That pretty much is a 12-issue maxi series. And then when that's all done, put it into a trade paperback. So that's when this Skunk Girl #1, 2, and 3, 4 will actually be reprinted when I do a trade paperback. So that ain't going to be for at least another year. So we'll be working on that. And I'm so glad that hopefully I got an inker for #2.
Yeah, you got him.
He's in the bullpen, people.
You got him. He's doing it.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to take a lot of pressure. It will cut down on the time, too, that we get this out.
Right.
KG is working on his colors. He's getting better at the colors. I might not even have to do much coloring on this book. That would be amazing if all I have to do is pencils and lettering. Awesome.
All right, so Lady Celtic Moon says that DLive and Twitch are buffering. That's not good. But I hope at least YouTube is not. So that's a plus. That's a plus. The YouTube is the main site. Everything else is hopefully, you know, we can get some traction elsewhere. If it happens, it happens. If not, if not, you know, hey, you know, you can't blame a Rican for trying.
We tried.
We got a tank ferret out there saying that he's got 29 days before he brings out Scalpel Zero.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I gotta start doing that as well. You know, if you type, I have a command for Skunk Girl that is gonna be running for a little bit. So if you put exclamation point and type the word skunky, it should say if you haven't backed the yep, and there it goes. It popped up. If you haven't already backed them, and it gives you the link and everything. So I'm gonna do the same thing for Tank when Scalpel Zero's out, and then I was telling Shinobi Raccoon, Tank Ferret just followed me. Now it's on DLive. I was just telling Shinobi Raccoon that once I get all this command things worked out, that I'll have it so anybody can type a command like for Trusty, and it'll put Trusty's information up. You know, and then like hit Shinobi, and then it'll put the Twitter and whatnot and YouTube channel up, so people can, you know, can see that for themselves, and then everybody can get a little bit of love. I'm trying to be automated and trying to be, you know, give love to everybody. Cross Comics says the Canadian Shield #1 is being drawn live on Cross Comics 3 days a week. It is, as a matter of fact, and I've seen a couple of the pages. Cross Comics is doing some good work over there. He's doing it on High Noon. Well, the one time I saw it, he was doing it on High Noon. So I'm not gonna say that all of them are on High Noon. You know?
So what I'm gonna do also is I'm gonna put a book up on Kickstarter, so people can start seeing my name on Kickstarter. So I'm gonna collect all the Cintas issues 1, 2, and 3 in a perfect bound book. So that should be coming out soon, before the year is out. I want to start. I know it might not make too much money, but I want to start making, you know, get the buzz, like, who's this Manny Correa guy? So, and the book's already done. You know, it's collecting issues 1, 2, and 3. So that's a no-brainer. You know, so I should get that out there. And if that's not enough, folks, this is coming in the future. Sariel, Angel of Death, issues 1 and 2, and Agents of Sword. Yeah, I've been working my butt off. And I got a real job.
And is that's why your pants always keep falling off?
Yep.
You no longer have a butt. You don't work
I no longer have a butt. It's like, how does this guy ever got the time to do this? You make the time.
I'm telling you what. Right. When I was doing those 10 pages for Point Man Comics, I kind of felt your pain a little bit. Because I was like, I can't stream this, but I still got to income, and I still got to stream, and I still got to work. I was like, wow. You know, but those were already 10 pages that were already drawn, and he needed them inked like right away. So I had all 10 pages. You know, hopefully when we do it, it won't be like 10 pages at once. You know, it'll be like, yeah, here's page #1, or here's page #2, or whatever. You know, and we can get a nice little flow going.
Pablo Romero said, "Buttless man."
Yeah, basically.
All right. Buttless man. Here, I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek.
No.
Woohoo! Okay. That was it.
Cross Comics says, yeah, it's being done on High Noon, Tuesday through Thursday. So if y'all want to see the Canadian Shield being worked out, last time I saw him, he was working on a church scene, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And so yeah, he's doing work. He's trying to get the Canadian Shield out there done. So check out Cross Comics. Give him a little bit of love on High Noon.
Yeah, here's a lot of love to the winner of the art contest. I said that person was going to get a full page, and Hope Raven gets a full page in Skunk Girl #1. And then I gave a little shout out to all the other competitors.
Right.
That's the artwork.
Yep, that was a nice piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice piece. I'm not gonna lie.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. And you
With
get to
it.
see this kind of stuff, people. All these little goodies. Give you guys a little sneak peek. The making of the variant cover.
Pablo says for a moment I thought he was gonna show his butt. No, we don't want that.
Oh God. Get your head out of the gutter.
Okay, just for you, Pablo.
Oh no,
Just for you, Pablo.
no.
And there goes the
There we
name.
go. Just for the women out
Oh.
there. There we go. Just for you, Pablo.
Oh my lord.
Something for the women. Get a skunk girl number one.
Oh
Little
my.
butt.
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord.
I thought we had Pablo on here. How come he's not on here?
He's rarely on. I think he's late or he's working. I don't know what he's doing.
Argentina's the same time zone as we are, isn't it?
I don't know who he is. I'm in the West Coast.
Let me check because I'm interested now.
Everybody enjoyed that. They're laughing.
Everybody enjoyed that butt shot.
Yeah, they're laughing.
Yeah, time in Argentina currently, or at least Buenos Aires, is 11:51 p.m.
Cool.
He's almost to the midnight hour.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Pablo, drop in.
Lady Celtic says she's blinded by that.
By the butt shot?
Yeah.
I mean, I've shown that before, so it's not like I'm giving anything away.
No.
And I've shown this page also before, so.
Maraña said booty shot.
For the ladies. Oh no, I've made a ginger in a shower. Oh no.
Well, DC ain't showing them.
Trusty
Oh,
Psychic says
Lord.
that's top tier art direction.
I just signed up to your. I subbed to you, man.
To whom?
To you.
Oh, thanks.
I guess I hadn't done it. I thought I had, but
Bro.
yeah. So
Dude, I'm pretty sure you did, and
Yeah.
then they've been taking away our subs every single day.
Yeah.
those bastards.
YouTube has unsubbed me from Manny at least twice.
Yeah. How does he get unsubbed? Whenever he comes on my show, that means he's actually clicking on my show to come on the show. There's no way you haven't been looking at my stuff. You know, I can see if you haven't looked at my channel for months, but come on.
I know. No, but it don't. Remember, I told you I was unsub, right? Then I subbed to you, right? And then you had that incident with WMG, right? And then when I clicked on the video to see what happened, it said I wasn't sub to you. I had to sub to you again. I was like, what the?
Dude.
Maranya says, Ginger in the shower. Now we know who's going to get killed off.
What? No. When Marvel buys the rights to this or Disney, they're going to make him into a black man.
Yeah, I know. And Tank says he's got a role. So later, Tank, be good, brother. You know, when Tank finally finishes moving, you know, he can be back on the streams. And yeah, so YouTube hasn't subbed me from Manny at least twice that I know of. At least twice that I know of. And I'm like, what the? Like, it's crazy, right? Because we stream together, and like he says, I do the chat reading on his thing, so I have to have his channel up to look at the chat.
I don't even care about the sub count anymore. It's ridiculous.
Right.
I've been stuck at around 700 for the last 3 months.
Bro, me and
like, I don't care already. I'm gonna go under 700 next week, guaranteed. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I've been stuck at 670 for like ever.
I mean, you figure with my campaign going, I should have at least picked up a lot of people. And I was picking up a lot of people. Unfortunately, a whole bunch was being taken away from me at the same time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So,
I wonder if it counts.
What's going on, YouTube?
I wonder if it counts me every time I resub to you. Like, Nah, guy, you've already been subbed to him before. You don't count.
I don't know. I don't care really. It's YouTube. YouTube is whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Well, at least this stream seems to be working for today, so that's awesome.
Is this Master Chief I'm looking at?
It is Master Chief you're looking at. I found him on DeviantArt.
Oh, you're looking at Master Chief. You're supposed to be looking at Cinta riding a damn saber-tooth tiger.
Yeah, this is Master Chief. I found him on DeviantArt, and I was like, wow, that would be an interesting piece to to work on. And then I'm looking at all the damn detail it's got, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna burn this piece and not call it a day. And it's drawn by Avila somebody in 2014. So he drew this a while back. So I'm just scavenging old art from.
Did you see that sexy one I posted on Twitter? That this girl named what's her fucking name? She sorry. She's a really good kind of cheesecake artist, but she kind of got a cutesy doll look. But yeah, she did like some line art and said everybody color it. And so there's a big long thread of all these people coloring this line art, and they're all different, but a lot of them are really good. So yeah, I like that.
It's definitely
I want to look it up now.
It's definitely a good way to get people. Josh says, I never broke 100. Mariah says, it's a beans and rice conspiracy. Pablo just got around to saying, buy the tank. And Pablo said, I don't pay attention to Tank Ferret. My name is Paulo Romero Art. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I don't care about Tank Ferret. Who's a Tank Ferret? What is a ferret? What's a ferret?
Yeah. So that artist is Yasahimi on Twitter, at Jasmine Darnell, and she put this really beautiful line art, and then just you want to go see some great coloring, check out the line, the thread underneath, and you will be. Yeah.
That's why somebody, I remember a while back when Drawn a Quarter Fan Edition first came out, someone wanted to do a color fan edition where people color the line art or what the pros did on Drawn a Quarter Pro Edition, but I don't think that ever materialized.
It's too bad. It would have been cool.
Yeah. I was like,
I wouldn't do the coloring because coloring doing it fast takes pretty good skill.
Right.
And then even that doesn't allow you to do the little touch-ups and, make things kind of 3D and that sort of stuff, make definition and contour. But, yeah, I like this. I want to get this girl to do me a piece, do me a sugar. And, yeah, anyway, off on a tangent.
Yeah, Pablo says, I used to follow her on DeviantArt.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
And Pablo says, I follow that girl. She does very detailed stuff. Hydra Comics says, well. Well to yourself, Hydra Comics. How you doing, Ghetto Fabulous? Man, Hydra Comics, he does Ghetto Fabulous comic reviews. if you ever want to hear a ghetto version of a comic review or hood version or whatever you want to call it, Hydra Comics is your man. He definitely does some funny hood reviews. I call them hood reviews of comics. So our boy, Fictional Reality Arts, the guy that does CRX, I went ahead and ordered his book from Amazon, because we had him on the show a couple of times. I figured, why not give him some love? And I'm telling you that I told Hydra Comics that book is a book he should review because that is definitely an urban hood book. And it's got words on it I can't say without getting banned from YouTube. So yeah,
right.
So I think Hydra should look at it for sure, because that would be amazing. That would be funny. Ghetto Hydra does ghetto book. Nah, it's a good little book, man. It's just got a lot of phrases that I wouldn't use. Definitely not on live air.
What kind of phrases, Jimmy?
It's got the phrases,
Stuff you can't say on TV.
Yeah, stuff that you can't say if you're not of a certain ethnicity, you get you killed. about that?
Yep.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
if you're not of a certain ethnicity, you cannot say those words. I mean, you can if if you're ready to deal with the repercussions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's got that kind of stuff in it. I mean, he kept it like he wrote the book in Chicago urban setting. So, just think about The Wire, but in Chicago with an alien spacesuit, and you know, you got drugs, you got alien spacesuit, you got Ricans, you got yeah, you
All
got
that good stuff.
you got all of it, all of it.
All right.
All you're missing is
It's clear
DJ
as
Khaled.
mud.
Yeah, all you're
I
missing
don't
is
know.
DJ Khaled saying it's so hood.
I don't know about them people. I live in the most you know, I live in Utah, so there's not a lot of ethnicities there, but like Polynesians.
I was gonna say, don't you have a lot of Samoans?
We have Samoans, Hawaiians, Tongans, Maori. We have them all.
Gotcha.
Well, when I was doing my military time, a lot of the Samoans that I met were from Utah. I was like, "Where you from?" Utah.
And here's the funny
I was
thing:
like,
like
"Wait
they
a
used
minute,
to
you from Utah?"
out by Tooele, across the Ochre Mountains, they're on the other side. They're like west of Salt Lake. They used to be a whole big community of them there. And then one of the prophets of the church basically said, "Y'all need to go back to the islands and like convert more people." And so they up and did. But we still have a lot of them here. I have a Hawaiian, Samoan, and Tahitian family that lives just behind me, and then down the street I have there's a family that's from I'm blanking on the name of the islands, but he's married to a white lady, and he's half like German, so he's got a German last name, but he definitely looks Polynesian. So they're kind of big people, and you don't mess around with them.
Yeah,
But I grew up having luau's in my backyard, so
that's awesome, dude. Luau's in Utah. That's
all
amazing.
the time, man.
No, I'm saying that's amazing, dude. Like, think about it.
Yep.
That's amazing.
We have really good Polynesian food here too. There's several restaurants around it. I've been doing it for years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get yourself some pulled pork. Yeah.
I always laugh, when I was in the army, and we get some new Samoans into the unit. I'd be like, "So you from the island?" "No, Utah." I said, "Okay." And I was like, "All right." And then another one will come in. "Hey, you from the island?" "No, Utah." I'm like, "Do you two know each other?" "No, Utah's big." I'm like, "Okay." I was like, for real? I think in my unit we have 5 Samoans, 3 girls, 2 guys, and the names were inverted. Like, the girl was Reynaldo, the guy was something feminine. I never understood that part either. So like, we used to it was weird calling a girl Reynaldo. So, "Hey, Reynaldo, how you doing today?" "I'm doing fine." Like, okay, and they're all from Utah. I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, yeah. So that was interesting to me. And it's funny, because you meet people and you don't think that they'll be like from places like that, and then you get like 2 or 3 of them, and then like, okay, you had to prove me wrong. Now you bringing the whole family into the army, bringing them all from Utah.
Well, it's because they all, well, not all of them, but a good portion of them became part of the Mormon church. So then they moved here. So that's how my family back in the 1800s, turn of the century, they were Danish and Scandinavian. And they all came here. And now that's how that happened. So yeah, there's a whole town up near Park City called Midway that a whole bunch of Swiss came here and they all settled up there. So
yeah, Hydra's asking for the book, so I definitely want to see if Hydra's gonna do a review on CRX, man. I think that's gonna be hilarious. He did one on some rat ship thing, man, and it was so funny. But anyway, that's
what's CRX? What's CRX?
CRX is the book. Remember, I don't know if I think you were on the stream where we had where we had to go from Hangouts to Streamlabs, and then there was a guy from Chicago. We couldn't hear him talk. He was talking, but we could never hear him. So he's self-publishing a book called CRX, and he's got it on Amazon. So he's working on issue number 2, and CRX is the book that I was just talking about with the urban flavor.
All right, I'm gonna look that up. CRX.
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Comic.
Yeah, and
there we go.
But the only thing with Amazon is they just show you the cover, And so I was like, okay, so I'm gonna buy it because it was relatively cheap, I guess, $7 compared to Indiegogo campaigns. What's $7 compared to Indiegogo campaigns?
Yeah.
so I and so I got it, and then I was like, whoa.
Is this by Francisco Reyes Jr.?
Yep.
Is that the one?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. The guy's he's been on the show a couple of times. He's from Chicago. He's in Chi-Town, and he goes by the name of Fictional Reality Arts on Instagram. So, and so he drew it, self-published, and he talked. And one of the times he was on, he talked about the whole process of self-publishing through Amazon, which is pretty cool.
Right?
Because it was a different aspect, like then going. He did have a GoFundMe that he used to get the book started instead of a Kickstarter or Indiegogo. And those people get basically free copies of the book or something. I don't know. He has some special perk for the people that did the GoFundMe for him. But the book is pretty cool. Hyder Comics, The Arrival? Yeah, The Arrival. CRX, The Arrival. That's the one. It's the only one he's got out there. Because he's got a second one coming out, but I don't think it's ready yet.
Right.
Yeah, it's...
So this says the description in the product, if you guys want to hear it. This is what happens when a sci-fi is combined with the reality of living on the streets of Chicago. A young gang member trying to find a way out instead has to discover the hero within, combined with an artificial intelligence from another dimension. Thomas, a.k.a. Crooked, becomes CRX, a powerful being able to defy the laws of physics in our reality. Together, they face the Queen of the Manti, an evil race of mantis-like creatures from another dimension, as she attempts to capture CRX and infest our world with her seeds.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Oh yeah, the book is graphic too. That queen ain't no joke. That book is graphic. The art is definitely graffiti-ish style art, kind of like I guess like I think like Huerta kind of style, but not as polished as Abe Huerta. So it's graffiti-ish, It's the book it's a good read, but like I said, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart.
You had Santa Claus appear on your screen for a while.
I know. I saw that. It was awesome. It's actually beginning to get cold where I'm at. So yeah, it was perfect timing by you.
What the hell? Why is it not doing?
I don't know why.
I like the cold. I love it.
I don't know why it's not doing you, Manny. Those are things you gotta ask.
Trying to screen share something else. Oh, that's why I did the wrong thing. There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
You know what my favorite thing on that whole thing is the Skunko Pop.
Skunko Pop.
Yeah.
If you notice, I did give a little shout out to some guys on the bottom. I made it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I saw that.
Awesome.
I made the bottom ones a little bit larger, and then the corners. I made the very first fan art larger. Little Rick Piper up there in the corner. Then we got Tank Ferret's one, and of course, I had to put that busty sidekick in the corner. Hilarious. That was awesome. I even put that guy that you told me about. His stuff is up there.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I tried to update it as best as I could.
Yeah, I see one of my terrible art is up there too.
No.
Jeez. And then there's trashy skunk that I drew.
There's two pieces of artwork with keys on there. One is cute, which everybody likes.
The Skunko Pop.
One is slutty.
That was a trash. We did that on your birthday. I think I did that on Tank's birthday.
I don't know, but it's like that's the most slutty skunk girl up there.
I know.
Which one's that one?
I'll blow it up.
Oh no, please don't.
Yeah, I'm going up.
It's night now.
There we go.
Oh,
Right,
my
I
Lord.
didn't even realize I put it right next to Josh Chris.
Oh no.
Bob's? Oh, that one.
Nice.
Oh, we got Josh Chris art, and then we got Ortiz right next to each other.
I know. That's poor Josh.
And then we got Shabby.
Yeah,
And
Shabby.
then we got the Unbreathable Skunk Girl right there. My wife's. what a combination here.
Oh, man. Slutty skunky.
Slutty Skunky next to Pooh Skunky. Oh my goodness.
Oh
And
my
the,
Lord. I got tears in my eyes. I'm laughing so hard.
Uh-oh.
oh boy.
I don't know what possessed me to do that one.
Then we got this beautiful one that was done on my first anniversary show that nobody gets to see, Pablo, because it got picked off. Yeah. Great.
Thanks to WMG.
Yep. That was, I mean, if you guys haven't seen that one, that was an amazing piece by Pablo Romero. Yeah, we got Pope Fire, and we got Avery Butterworth.
Oh, I gotta work on
He
freaking.
did this skunk girl with Hero. That is amazing.
I gotta work on Poppy's piece. I haven't worked on her piece yet.
Then we do have Josh Spencer.
Yeah, you might want to get on that before she comes.
Shinobi, how does it feel like to be next to Josh Spencer? Your cute little stuff, and then we got Josh Spencer over here with a handprint on Skunky's butt.
Nice.
Oh my lord! And you're right next to Trusty Sidekick, Digital Bullpen, represent. Right next to another Pablo Romero. Amazing.
The bullpen's going to get
And then we
names all
got
themselves.
Funko Pop.
Oh, the Skunko Pop. That's my favorite one.
That one is amazing.
That's
So
my,
cute.
that's my favorite drawing out of all of them.
Yep. And then we got Jiminy Cricket right there.
Yeah, that was a good piece.
Yeah, that was a good piece. I bought that piece.
I bet you did.
I had to have it. I have it. Dude, it looks even more amazing in person.
I bet it does.
Yeah. So that's the new wall of skunk.
The Skunko Pop.
The wall of skunk.
As a matter of fact, that Skunko Pop drawing drove Maddie to make some actual Funko Pop skunk girls.
Mm-hmm.
He actually made some. He took some Funko Pop figures that were posed the way he wanted them, and he turned them into skunk girls. They came out good.
Well, I only did one so far. I need to do the rest.
I thought you did more than one.
I will do more. Just been so busy with the book. There's so much stuff that I want to do, but this book is kicking my butt.
I hear you, buddy. I hear you.
I mean, I could have slacked and said, "Oh yeah, you guys are gonna get it and give it to you guys next year," but that would
Right.
Next
that
year.
wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be right.
Mhm.
That would not be right.
Do we need to call you Manny
No.
von Skyver?
No, no. You don't need to call me anything. But I'm just myself. I'm doing my own thing.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
I don't care what other people are doing. They do this.
Yeah.
I do my thing.
So and we're glad that you're doing your thing, buddy.
I do my thing.
Let her,
Like
let
I
her
said,
retro
here in
brands.
the Digital Bullpen, the Dog Stars, we are not chasing down subs. We don't care. I mean, if we really cared, we'd be doing drama streams every single night.
Yep.
What is that going to get us, though? Nowhere. Eventually, the drama is going to leave.
Yep.
The drama always leaves eventually. I mean, you can't reinvent yourself every single week, every month with a new set of drama.
Yeah.
It's going to eventually it leaves. So what are you left with?
Yeah, nothing. So Maranya says, I don't want many Funko Pops, but that Skunko Pop is too cute for words. It's my favorite drawing that I've done so far since I've been messing around in this community. I don't even know why I did that drawing either. I was just messing around.
Because it was
Alright.
cute.
And it's like,
Yeah. What
Oh,
other
because
reason do you need?
I don't know, but Manny colored it. It looks way better with color than it did line art. I promise you that.
Oh, what?
I promise you that. Every single time Manny colors something that I do just do line art on, it just looks way better.
Right.
It looks
So
amazing.
I'm sorry to interrupt with weird news. Newsweek just said Donald Trump stole pancakes and forgot a relative was dead while visiting family, cousins claim.
Nice.
Why is this news?
You know
That's the question. That's Newsweek.
I
What
know they don't got nothing better to
we
do.
literally live in a clown world.
But Trump derangement
Anyway.
syndrome is a real thing. But for those of y'all that wanted to see the Skunko Pop that Manny made, he's showing it on his screen right now.
Wait, I didn't get to see that.
No, he's still showing it.
Oh.
There it is. I'm sorry. It's cute, but I hate Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I should do? I should make a little girl Lethal Skunkle Pop, and he'll come around.
We're gonna do it, Manny.
I got this. This would be perfect for her. I can make this into a little girl Lethal.
You can't do the hair right. They could never do the hair right.
Right.
Well, look at what I did.
God.
I did my little curl there.
Yeah, but you can't.
Yeah.
There's no way you could do the huge
Yeah,
huge pigtails. There's no way. No way.
Manny can do it. Manny can
And you
do
can't
it.
do that. And you can't do the little skirt with the little crop top.
Oh, that's easy.
And you can't get her little sword and her little desert eagle, desert eagle. No.
Look at that. Uh-oh. There is the little skirt.
Don't you dare!
I need to go get another one because I'm going to make a skunker on this, but I can go find
Who's Sydney Bristow?
Alias.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
The Alias. And these don't sell, so I can find these easy.
Oh boy.
I don't know, Slick Jimmy. I think you just challenged Manny.
A video that
I don't understand the fascination with these friggin' things.
They're pretty cool. I like them.
They're just bobbleheads, man.
I know. I know what they are. I just don't. If you're gonna get a figurine, why would you get like a nice one, something from?
I got these
Sweet.
other four that I need to do. So I got the whole set. So I'm gonna make these.
So how'd you change that to Delilah the Fleur? How'd you do that?
I did this all in Clip Studio, and then I printed it out.
And then it's a sticker.
No, this is photo paper, and I just glued it on. I mean, this is for my own personal use. It's not like I'm going to sell this. This is for me.
I want to buy it. I ain't gonna lie. I want to buy it.
Well, I do have this. I can make this either into a little girl Lethal or maybe another skunker.
How would you make that into Little Girl Lethal? She has a midriff that's fully showing.
Look, that can be painted and scraped off. I need to scrape off the mini skirt to make skunk girl. That's what I did. It's gonna be, I mean, it's customized figure. That's pretty easy to do.
Yeah. So Pablo Romero Art says, "Do it, Manny."
Do it.
Trusty says, "Make a busty psychic Funko Pop," and then
There you go. Make a busty sidekick.
They don't have that much bustiness in those.
But there's not enough room to put the bus on that. That's
Get some rubber, super balls and stick them on her.
And,
I got
super balls.
Super Scopy I can use.
Yeah. Slick Jimmy says, "Oh, Maranya says Slick Jimmy says don't do it, Manny." Manny says challenge accepted.
Accept it. I want to do some videos on customizing figures and
You should, man. Those things will be
repainting figures. Like I want to repaint this one, a cheapy Hulkbuster. I want to do a really good paint job on that. Something different. You got to change up your videos on your program sometimes. It still has to do artwork.
But you need some of
You still got to put this together. I made a video on making this. I just haven't edited it yet.
Does Shaddam have a hood?
Yeah, he does.
He does?
Too, yeah. So I did this cape, and this is actually gold leaf. So I gold leaf. I didn't spray it. So it looks really good. This was just a cheapy $10 Shazam. Now it looks pretty darn good. So I gotta make that video also.
Yep. So it's coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. Little girl Lethal.
Stop
Pop.
it.
Little girl Lethal.
Stop it.
Funko. That's what's going on. Little girl Lethal Funko Pop.
Oh, it's happening.
It's
happening.
It is happening.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Slick Jimmy on, and he's gonna be doing this the whole time.
It could be worse. You know how bad it could be? I could do. You know what? I'm actually gonna do this. This is even gonna drive Slick Jimmy even worse. He's gonna go nuts. Watch what I'm gonna do. You guys know that I like to customize Barbies also.
I don't mind a Barbie. I'm fine with a Barbie, but
Rogue Barbie.
friggin' Funko Pops, man.
Can you imagine? I will make that. That will be actually easier to do as a Barbie little girl Lethal.
Yeah, but she needs a G-string, not one of those crappy underwears that they put on them now.
I think it's supposed to be my son's avatar, Pope Rogue. So that was pretty.
Isn't like that like a Druid Rogue or something?
No, this is Pope Rogue.
Okay,
Dude, you can't
Rogue.
find this Barbie. This Barbie is expensive on eBay. Can't find them anywhere. This is called the Rocker Barbie. It looks
Rocker Barbie, huh?
look like Rogue, you know, with the brown
stripe,
hair. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's perfect. And once we bought this, when I went back to the stores, I wanted to make just a Rogue Barbie doll. Couldn't find this, so I gotta go buy it on eBay now. Damn it, it's expensive. No.
They have those fully anatomical ones now. They're like made out of neoprene.
I got those.
I bet you do.
Dude, that thing is expensive. It costs it just for the body. Just for the body alone with no head is like $80.
Wow.
And the head sculpts are like a lot if you do them really nice.
Well, you can buy the head sculptures. They've got so many different actors and actresses, and they're like $30 to $50 a piece. It's crazy. But they look so lifelike. And it's made out of silicone and stuff, so it actually feels like flesh. It's crazy. It's super, super crazy.
And that's how the sex robots were made.
That's right.
So, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We just went to degeneracy just that quick with 48 minutes left on the show. Miranda says, whatever you do, don't use modern Barbies for endowed characters. They are anorexic looking, no joke.
Yeah, they don't have boobies. The boobies have been deboobified.
Dude, you know how you do it. You go to the thrift stores and you get all the old Barbies for like $1. That's what you do. The hair is kind of ratty, but you can fix that.
Yeah, and Pablo says, do a busty sidekick Barbie.
Unfortunately, I know how to fix Barbie hair. That is sad.
Manny always wanted a daughter. He got a son.
Dude.
Well, if I ever want a Kamal Khan Barbie, I know who to turn to.
Oh,
what's the name of the like Barbie's like younger sister? That's Kamala.
You know what's really sad though, guys? If I did start customizing all these Barbies and making them into superhero Barbies, my show might explode. My channel might explode.
It probably would.
I'll get way more viewers.
Right.
I'm sorry to say, but that's true, you know. I mean, if I do a really good job, and I mean, I'm gonna get more viewers. It's like, who cares about comics? But people do care about Barbies.
Well, people
good dog press.
People look at comics as still a kid's thing, you know, like a kid's hobby.
But there's adults that collect Barbies, and it's like big business, and people love it. I mean, you just go Google it on. I mean, just YouTube search. How many people are just doing stuff with Barbies? It's fixing Barbies. That's all they do is fix Barbies, fix Barbie hair and stuff, and they get thousands and thousands of hits on their viewers. It's crazy. They're just reviewing, you know, whatever new product came out from Barbie, and people are just flocking to their station. It's crazy.
Yeah. The Masterpiece Transformers are popular too.
Yeah. So, and I will be doing. I did do Skunk Girl Barbie doll. So I need to do another one. 10-minute videos of customizing Barbies. There you go, Pablo. Exactly.
There you
That's
go.
what I need to do.
There you go. Pablo's got it.
Make live streams of just fooling around with them. And,
Oh yeah.
Here we go. We're gonna straighten out this Barbies here. I bought these Barbies for $1. It's pretty easy too to straighten out hair, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, what you have to do after you straighten out the hair, you have to like recurl it and stuff. It's kind of neat. I know too much about Barbie.
I can see, man. I can see. Like I said, man, he wanted a girl, got
Right.
a son. Mariah says, I have a storage bin full of Barbies from when I used to customize them. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Me and Maranya can make a
There
show.
you go. You and Mariah do the Barbie customization show. Boom.
There we go.
A hit. I'm telling you now. Oh man.
Way back in the day, I did a customized black cat Barbie doll for my friend. Way back when I didn't know what the hell I was doing, because unfortunately some paints does not adhere to Barbies. That was
like don't Barbies have like a hard top and then like the legs are kind of rubbery?
Yeah, so that kind of like I screwed up on that. I didn't know. I bought the wrong paint. It looked cool, but it was just messed up big time. Oh damn it!
I just buy one of those what were you saying, the silicone bodies, and just do them that way, because
Right.
I think they look better anyway.
Yeah, but that gets expensive after a while.
Well, if you're gonna go all out and make like different clothes and repaint everything, might as well do it right.
Right.
You're gonna make one off, yeah.
So I mean, then you do the video of it and then sell it. See if you can make some money on eBay.
Yeah.
Good night, Lady Celtic Moon.
Oh, Lady Celtic Moon is gone.
Yeah, she says I'm heading off to sleep. Good night, lady.
Good night, Lady Celtic
Good
Moon.
night.
Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for checking out the other channels for me. You're amazing. Have a great evening.
Definitely.
What does Lady Celtic Moon go on Twitter? Does she have a Twitter account?
She does.
I think she does.
She does. It's like Celtic Moon or something like that.
Right.
Hey, Ricey Lee's in the house.
Oh boy.
The Australian Thor is here.
Yay.
It's been a while since we caught Ricey on the stream.
Well, believe it or not, there will be a drama stream on Good Dog Press. It's coming soon. We don't have the working title. The working title right now, it might change. It's called the Aloha Dingo Hour. So it's going to be on Saturday night. It's going to be late night. Hopefully Slick Jimmy can come on there and some other degenerates, and we'll have fun.
Hey.
Well,
just because I like the salacious doesn't necessarily mean I'm a degenerate. The odds are on that though. So
after a certain hour, we're all degenerates. Anything will go on that stream, and I'm looking at Saturday nights. Yeah,
that's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be good.
That show until after I fulfill my book, because I can imagine what's going to happen on that show.
Especially with Ricey Lee, man.
Ricey Lee, he's awesome.
He's a good guy, man.
Yeah,
he's an awesome.
Hail the Aloha Dingo Hour.
He says, "LOL, take that, Jimmy. Not this Jimmy, the other Jimmy, the Slick Jimmy."
Slick Jimmy.
How dare you? I resemble that, Mark.
Why is Ricey Lee not on here with us?
He can be.
Yeah.
I know he can. He's got the link.
Does he have the link?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, there you
He
go.
should.
Yes, he does. He's part of that.
Okay, then there you go. The link is there, bro. I put it out, and you see.
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
It's open invitation when I put it out there. Hey, man, Slick Jimmy's even becoming a regular on the show.
Right? Yeah, this.
Which is cool. But we gotta get Slick Jimmy up and running, man, because I know people are missing his cheesecake challenge, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I have to do it through well, I mean, Hangouts are going to go away, so I definitely just have to do it through Discord. So
yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna look into into creating a Discord server for myself as well.
Right.
Oh man, we got some comedians out there.
Oh, what happened?
Yep.
Trusty sidekick is call it Mandingo.
Ah,
Moranya is telling me that they have patterns to make Power Ranger costumes for Barbie and Ken. Cool.
Rice says you gotta give him 2 minutes before he jumps in.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
he's gonna go wash his junk, and he'll be right on.
Oh. Ow.
Oh God.
Degenerate, I tell you.
Oh man.
Yep.
Oh,
That's how they do in Perth. They wash their junk, take a big swig of goon in there on the stream.
He'll be all right, man. Rice is a good guy, man. We like Ricey.
Rice is a good guy. It's only 11:30 for him right now, so he's a good guy. He just woke up.
He's only half drunk right now.
Only.
Oh,
That's the part. That's the best part. We get him when he's not fully sauced.
dude, when we do the Aloha Bingo Hour or whatever we're gonna call it, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be sauce.
Oh yeah, that's what makes it entertaining, Rising Lee, for some people.
And you know what? I like him that way. I like him whichever way he is.
Well, the thing about Rising is he's Rising. He's genuine. He's not a fraud. He's not a fake. He's not pretending. That's just Rising.
You guys want to hear some good news?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I hit 23,000 on my Little Girl Lethal campaign today.
Nice.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
Fact.
So yeah.
I need to go back.
Ah.
I need to go back that campaign before you take it off.
Yeah, it's we're getting close. Cat, get out from me! God damn it!
Nah, yeah. But I'm going for that Fool and Decent or whatever you're calling it.
What the immodest?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I did it with Brian Balls. I can't buy the PG version, and it is not. It's because it's about the art, and I think it's just, because his PG version puts those bunny rabbits everywhere. I think it just takes away from the book, personally.
Well, so if you were to contrast that with Rags, Rags does put
the big words straight away. Simply getting on track.
Someone needs to mute this, friggin' bogan.
All right, go ahead.
So, he puts kind of like the labels, those little rabbit symbols,
Right.
which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is just the only difference is she's in she'll have pasties and a G string on,
Right.
and in the immodest version, she won't.
Yeah, well, see,
So
Right.
I think pasty. I think that's different. I think with that one, it doesn't detract. I think, and it's just to me, and it's not about the immodesty or whatever behind it or whatever you want to call it. It's just that I think it takes away from the art having those rabbits everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want viewership and you want to be able everybody to have it, but it's like them rabbits, they're blocky, right? And then you got a nicely drawn character, right, with blocky things in front of her, and it just, I don't know, for me it just takes away from the art.
Well, I kind of agree because you're messing up Luigi's art, which is really good. So I understand, but if that's what they want to do, they want.
No. I'm not mad at them. I still bought it from Antarctic Press, but I'd rather buy the PDF from him, and just get the story the way it was meant to be read. And like I said, it has nothing to do with anything other than I want to enjoy the art for what it is, and I just want to enjoy the art. I don't want distractions or anything like that. And it doesn't take away from the story, but if anybody's ever bought any of the Rags books, it's a nicely drawn book.
Yeah, definitely.
It is a very nicely drawn book, I think. I think it's up there with the pros. Personally, I enjoy. I think they did good story wise and art wise. I think it's good. I think it's really good.
Yeah, they did a good. They do. The one thing I love about how Brian has done things is he's made a lot of merch, and he's had a lot of fun little things on his Patreon. They have a lot of fun little contests. He throws stuff out there, just like recently with the kind of the schoolgirl thing he did with redo. I think it was the Archie comics thing, and then insert your characters into the Archie kind of motif, and they had a lot of fun with that, and it turned out really fun.
Yeah.
To do that as well as other things he's done beforehand, and he's done so many different versions of Rags of Regina.
Regina Rogowski.
Yeah, Regina Rogowski, and put her in different motifs that have had over time. He's really put a lot of effort and thought, him and Trent, and so yeah, I really like it a lot. And I'm gonna miss him when they're gone. He keeps threatening that when it's done, but I think he might be doing something new. There's been some scuttlebutt, behind the scenes. So
maybe, but I do like the idea that that he did a finite run, but I hope he does something else, man. Because I had a chat with him a long time ago when all the CG stuff first kicked off, and people were saying that a lot of the CG guys are going to be grifters and whatnot. So I DM'd him and talked to him about it, and asked him a lot of questions about his method and what he did. And he was so cool, man. He just answered all my questions, man. And how he self-published, how much it cost him per book and issue. He was telling me it cost him about $6,000 per issue to get it done, between the colors and the story and the art and whatnot. And he was telling me, because they're asking for way too much on those Indiegogo campaigns, and it only costs about $6,000 to self-publish, and and I took it all in stride, and I like him because he's honest, and he tells you what he feels, and he also gave me a lot of input, okay, cool, that's awesome, I greatly appreciate it. So, and I like what he's doing, man. If I can support him, man, I definitely will, man. Just because he was an honest dude, And
well, he's definitely done a lot of they did I can't remember the Black Label cover where it was talk about the full Monty.
Yeah. Paulo says he's with me. He said it doesn't look good, and that he also got the uncensored version. And he's saying that he's got to get the next book. K Blonde says 9 likes. Wait a minute, I had 13 people and I only got 9 likes. That's boom. Anyway, we're down to 7 and 9 likes. I'll take it. Cape Blonde, man. Cape Blonde is he's also doing a book of his own, Appointment Comics. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but he says he's gonna come out soon. He's self-publishing though, so
cool.
So we're gonna check him out. I'm definitely checking him out. See what he's got going on. I read one of his stories. It's pretty cool. So 10 likes since Cape Blonde. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. So Ricey, man, how's your weight cutting going for Thor: Love and Thunder?
Oh well, I'm pleased to announce I am in Natalie Portman's shape, and I am ready to destroy the patriarchy with my mighty hammer of worthiness. So
let me ask you something. How did you manage? I mean, because your biceps were so extraordinarily large. How did you manage to get your biceps, all that muscle, to just go away? Because everybody knows you were the Chris Hemsworth stand-in.
The biggest secret is that you just got to spend 3 to 4 hours hanging out with Jimmy in off-airs, and all your just self-worth will go right out the window.
Oh, okay.
Oh, poor baby.
I love you, Jimmy.
You need to get you a wank blanket. Come on.
No, but seriously, thanks for having me on here again, brother.
Yeah, and Capelon says sexy robot chick and a Snake Man human comic, Leather Punch. Yep, that's the one that I read, and I can't wait to see it in print. Definitely. So I'll be
that is a title.
So I'll be definitely buying that book. It has nothing to do with the fact that my name is on the cover, But I'll be definitely Nah, definitely. No, he was nice enough. I did a couple of pages. I inked a couple of pages for him, and he was nice enough to put my name on the cover. So.
Oh, that's quite awesome.
And I'm definitely gonna buy the book, because it's gonna be my first published ink. So I'm definitely buying that book. It is what it is on that one, homie. I have to have my first published inks. Second one is gonna be an ambitious project called Skunk Girl Number 2. If Manny so chooses. That's in the works.
I choose you.
Pikachu. So anyway, so that's happening. That's happening. That'll be second published. So I keep telling people, man, believe it or not, good things are happening for the digital bullpen, man. And
yes, they are.
And I do mean that, man. We got some good people, man. Good down to earth people, humble people, with some amazing talent and skills, and and we even got a Slick Jimmy and a Rice Lee to add a little bit of seasoning and flavor to the whole package. Because you just can't have a bland. You can't be bland. You can't serve bland food. Well, they do here all the time. I can't stand the food in this place. But anyway, I digress. I digress. No, man, it's amazing stuff, man. Manny and Shinobi, Trusty got his pinup in Alterna Comics. Pablo Romero, he sent his high risk files over to Dynamite for Vampirella. So I mean, some good things are happening everywhere. Some really good things. Slick Jimmy hit what, 23,000? Did you say?
Yeah, just today.
You look at that. I mean, look, good things happening everywhere. Good things happening everywhere. So I'm good. Okay, to post on Twitter. Yeah, knock yourself out, K Blonde. Shoot. I posted it a while back, but I guess nobody pays attention to my Twitter. Hell. But anyway, I digress. I digress a lot. The word that used to, the word that used to kill me when I was in the army was behoove. They overused that word. It behooves you. I was like, man, every day I heard that word at least 3 or 4 times a day. I was like, for real, y'all can't think of another word? Like, y'all are stuck on behoove.
Like Jimmy, bloody word. He's like, I just gotta keep throwing these big words around to make Razi feel stupid.
Jimmy does that to everybody. It's not just you, Razi.
What?
He just likes to flex his intellectual prowess. Like, oh, let me show you how intellectual powerful I is, and then he'll throw.
I have to show off my grandiloquence with my sesquipedalian words.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, it just has to happen.
No, that's a made-up word.
So
none of those are made up.
So he throws out those $50 words. And us poor people that can only afford 10-cent words, we're like, okay, show off.
Exactly. I'm
Sesquipedalian actually means big word. So
that is a big word literally. To say big word.
Yes. It's
Why not just say big word?
Because it's prettier to say sesquipedalian.
No,
it's more apropos.
Yeah. and the other word that used to kill me was ad nauseum.
Ad nauseum, yes.
Oh my. Ad nauseum, and you just
ad nauseum ad infinitum.
I was like, man, would you leave that ad nauseum word alone, please? You're making me sick. Which I guess was the point he was trying to make, right?
Right.
I was like, oh my Lord, that's Stephen A. Smith on freaking ESPN. That dude kills that ad nauseum, man. Stephen A. and ad nauseum are synonymous.
Oh man, now even Pablo's like out there destroying Cyclops. Man, this is what happens when people listen to Jimmy.
Everybody should destroy Cyclops.
Oh no,
this sucks.
We're not gonna have the Cyclops hates, and Rice Lee gets very sentimental about his Cyclops, man. That's poor Risey. He gets, but I don't know.
That's right.
Who likes Cyclops?
Someone's got to defend his honor.
He's got his Cyclops dildo nightlight that he keeps by his bed every night.
Oh my Lord.
That is not YouTube friendly, Jimmy.
Oh no, Slick Jimmy just barfed out there on barfed out a thesaurus.
I think he's responsible for the Cyclops was right hashtag.
You know,
Yeah.
I never liked Cyclops because he was always giving Logan a hard time. So
Well,
Logan was trying to get into his wife's pants.
I mean, if Jean Grey wouldn't open the door, she's gotta be responsible for some of this too. It ain't all on Logan.
Right. And Cyclops has been a tightwad since day one.
I mean, I get it.
Well, if you were enlisted into like a child army and then told the entire world hates you, maybe you would be too.
Wolverine has been in more wars than all of us combined.
Yeah, and he had like 300 years to get used to it. Cyclops has only just one life.
Oh, Logan only got one life too now. He's just a very long life.
That's just a really, really long one.
It's just a super long life. That's all. It's Paolo said Jean was a whore.
Holy damn!
Dude, this is
that's cold.
Ortiz bingo hour.
Oh my lord! What is going on, people? What is going on?
Oh,
Let's go, public.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what? I always would have preferred
Jean had
Sorry, Shinobi.
Just because Jean had eyes for Logan doesn't make her a whore.
No, it just says that she has bad taste.
Well, I mean, you got Logan, manly man, right? And you got Cyclops, whatever.
Whiny bitch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's it.
So I mean, and then women, there's this terminology that women use as hypergamy, which means to trade up.
You know why that she climbed over Wolverine? Because he's the guy that runs away. The reason she stayed with Cyclops, stability.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Until he went crazy and tried to kill everybody.
No, they had it coming.
Yeah, he also had an affair with Emma Frost.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which I think that he should still be with and not bloody Jean.
He likes to diamond dip, if you know what I mean.
Oh man, how did this get onto Cyclops? Pablo, what have you done?
You've triggered Rising.
So, Cyclops was OP. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
and in Wolverine's defense, when the other layer of life, and in Wolverine's defense, when Mariko dies because Yakuza tradition, who else are you gonna settle for?
Yeah, I don't know, but speaking of interesting things, what is Manny showing on his screen?
You know that Logan did he did a threesome with Jean Grey and Emma. You know that happened. You just know. And Scott was just like, where's the girlfriend of my wife? He's wandering around a mountain, mansion, looking for stuff, going outside, going to the danger room, getting locked in, getting shot at by robots and shit while they're getting down up in the master bedroom that Charles never uses.
When Emma was poking around Wolverine's brain, he did pop up in his fantasies, and the first thing she said was, "I gotta die soon."
Well, nobody told her to go poke around in that man's head. Shoot, you don't look. Don't go looking for things that you want to find because you're gonna find them.
Right. You don't go poking around. You don't go poke around Logan's head. It's just gonna give you nightmares. And she was the dumb one for doing that.
Right. I agree with you. That was dumb. You do that at your own risk. You do realize that's Logan, right? I'm gonna go poke in somebody's head. No, it's Logan.
Poking around Scott's head and looking at his Beanie Baby collection.
And those happen.
I'm kidding. It wasn't Beanie Babies. It was Barbies.
Oh, shut the hell up, Jimmy. Let's go on to what Manny's sharing on the screen.
Speaking of Beanie collections, it might have been a Manny the Manatee. So So Manny's over here. He's over here. He's letting us know that the Unbreathable Skunk Girl will return in 2020. Is that a Crusader of the Night? Come back to see in Skunk Girl #2, only on Kickstarter.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Trusty says something that Wolverine had that rapid healing factor. He can satisfy them both at
That's right. That's right. You just keep on shooting and popping claws.
Right.
Snickety snick all night long.
Why did I come in here again? I don't even remember.
Manny asked you to.
Thanks, Manny.
You're welcome.
And then Jimmy couldn't, and then Slick Jimmy couldn't help himself. And then K Blonde, is it Steve? Will she fight Busty's sidekick? Asked Pablo Romero. Pablo, you know the deal. You draw it, we'll print it. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Maranya, no!
She'll either fight Busty's sidekick or she'll do something else with Busty's sidekick.
Cyclops has a little girl, Lethal Pimco Pop.
Damn it!
Maranya with the singer.
No, yeah. She could pop his pimple, and then that would be that.
Sugar
He'd
Lightspeed.
be sitting there, and she was like, "What? I didn't even touch you yet." And he's like, "I know."
Pope Fire says, I like Cyclops.
Thanks, Pope Fire. You're the best.
Yeah, well, Pope Fire, considering.
Nobody's perfect.
But like I said, you got to give Jean some of the blame for all that. She could have shut that down, but she refused to. She could have shut that down.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll take these bloody middle-aged men on fire, bloody crybabies.
And
she's like the Marie Antoinette of the X-Men. She wants her cake and eat it too.
Exactly.
Pablo.
Scott just has a hard time finding a pie. So
Pablo says nobody likes Cyclops in all caps. Pablo said
that was funny.
Pablo says real men don't like Cyclops.
Cyclops, that's good. It's better than anything Jimmy's come up with in the past 6 months.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
But I've been reminded we got 7 minutes left. So yeah, I mean it's been a fun stream for sure. For sure.
Yeah. 7 minutes more of Cyclops hate.
No. Nah, I think we're done.
It's not Cyclops hate, buddy. It's Cyclops pity.
You're right.
Because Cyclops is pitiful.
I don't think you know how pity works, Jimmy.
What was that?
I said, I don't think you know how pity works. You don't kick someone in the face and then say, I pity you. That's called violence and then regret.
I'm not kicking Scott in the face.
Yeah.
I'm kicking you in the face.
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't create it. It's not my IP.
I mean, yeah. If you kick Scott in the face, you're gonna get a face full of optic glass. So you don't.
That's right. I'm not stupid. I go for his balls.
But the
wait.
But the point is,
he
had some.
He has one of those.
No. The thing is, if you go for those, you have to kick Jean Grey's purse, okay? Because that's where they're located.
Oh, yeah, that's true. This is true.
Yeah.
She snipped those long ago and made them into a coin purse.
So if you want to find those, you gotta find Jean Grey first.
That's right. And she'll give you a quarter right out of his ball sack.
Mariah.
Oh, Lord.
And Nitsalis Rivera Miss Boricua says, Wepa dropped a like for you. Wepa, señora. Gracias por venir. Thank you for dropping
Indeed.
by.
Ole.
We are like 6 minutes out from closing the stream, so we appreciate you coming by regardless. It's always good to see new people coming by. And
I love looking at Skunk Girl's bum. It's great. I love that.
The bum is pretty good.
You subvert your eyes. You don't deserve that tonight.
Subvert or avert?
Ooh,
I
Mariah.
said subvert, and I meant
Subvert
subvert.
your eyes?
I
That
don't
doesn't
care
make any
if I'm
sense.
using it in the wrong way.
Oh,
I'm using it.
avert.
It's a bird.
Avert.
A bird. That's a
It's,
bird.
to
And
subvert
No,
something
I
means
said
that you just.
subvert.
hey,
Subvert.
Bryzy.
Subvert.
Hey, Risey. Mariah says when you make 23K on your campaign, you can diss Slick Jimmy.
You know, I contributed to that 23K, and this is the way I get treated. I'm gonna start
Yeah,
calling him Blake
that's
Marvel.
he always pulls the he's a customer. He's like
Yep,
a
I
certain
am a customer,
he's
and
like
you
a certain
respect
group.
me, Jimmy.
He's like a certain group we know.
Yep.
Yep.
No names shall be mentioned to protect the innocent.
Right.
But anyway, all right, we're down to 5 minutes. We can start doing the outro. It took about that long to get everything done. So Shinobi Raccoon, tell people who you are, where you can be found, and what you're doing with your life.
Okay, okay. You can find me on You can find me on the Twitters at Shinobi Raccoon, Instagram Shinobi Raccoon. Check out my YouTube channel. Some new and interesting things are going to be on their way if things go according to plan. And be on the lookout for Skunko number 2 in 2020 as Cherry Blossom pairs up with Skunk Girl again.
Awesome news. Let's see, Mr. Australian Thor, Risey Lee.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Pablo. You killed me, Pablo. You can't find me. I hide under rocks, behind trees, but I am in the deepest, darkest places of your heart.
This is true. You can also find him doing his daily oblations before his Cyclops shrine. It's all the time, and you'll find him there.
You know you love that shrine.
And that segues right into Slick Jimmy, sir.
You can find me on the Twitter at Slick Jimmy Love, and you can also find me on the YouTubes at Slick Jimmy Speaks. I've been lately. I haven't had any uploads, but yeah. If you want to go look at my book, Little Girl Lethal, on Indiegogo, it's still in demand. We're getting close to the end. Things are starting to gel together. I just need a little bit more art. I need to finish the lettering, and then we'll talk about doing formatting and getting it to the printer. When that happens, I try to send it to the printer. I'll let everybody know just before I do it so that they can get their last-minute orders if they want, and then we'll get on to that. Go check it out. It's not for kids. It's very beautifully rendered by my friend Whiskey Paint, who's my buddy from Russia, Vladivostok, and he does beautiful art, very much reminiscent of the art that you'd find in heavy metal of the 70s and 80s. And if you like stuff like that, you're going to like this book. Very sexy, like I said. You can buy a modest version, which is still extremely sexy, or the immodest version, which has the full Monty presented in all of its glory. Lots of ultra violence and super sexiness. Just remember that. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks, buddy. And Mr. Good Dog Press, who currently has a campaign on In Demand. Manny, take it away.
I'm Manny from Good Dog Press, and thank you for having me on tonight. And you can find me over on Good Dog Press, usually on Monday and Friday nights, but I've been trying to get my book done, so I'm kind of like, I need to do a live stream, and I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow night. I'm going to do a Tuesday night. Hopefully you guys can come on and have fun with me and check it out. And you can get me on Twitter, Good Dog Press, and Instagram, The Unbreathable Skunk Girl. It is still in demand, Unbreathable Skunk Girl, but not for very much longer. Once I'm ready to send those files out, I'm going to shut her down. So that is coming up really soon, people. If you guys saw it earlier, I did show you the whole book is done. We just got to go over editing it one more time, and we're ready to go. So catch you guys tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Awesome.
Good Dog Press.
And my name is Z Ortiz. Yes, you well know this is my YouTube channel, E Ortiz. You can find me also on Twitter as colorblind_E and on Instagram as E Ortiz Arts. We're streaming Mondays and Thursdays for the time being till Manny comes back full steam. Then we'll switch back to Tuesdays and Thursdays. I want to thank everybody that showed up. Y for Nitsari, perdona, sabes, señorita. And Raggedy Man just jumped on and saying hello. You caught us at the very end, Raggedy Man, but thank you for jumping in. Make sure you leave a like. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And catch us again tomorrow at 10 p.m. on Good Dog's channel. I hope everybody has a good evening, God bless, and good night.
Aloha.
Have a good day.
Adios, y'all.
Bye-bye.